Hi there. This is just a quick tutorial on how to use the different functions on the Messageib network. What I'll do is I'll go through the main functions here on the left-hand side menu and just explain what they each do and how to go about using them. So the first one we're going to look at is the send a bottle function. And when you click on that, you get redirected to the message editor. This is where you actually create your bottle. The first thing you have to do is fill out your bottle title. Now, this is mandatory. You've got to have a title for every bottle you create. So if we just give some kind of a test title, such as test bottle for that matter, so that's where your title goes. Now here, this is where the body of the message is created, okay? Now, there's all sorts of types of messages that you can create. You can simply create text, such as so, blah, 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 blah. You can edit and design it to a certain degree by making it bold, italic, underline, etc. You can also create a link from the text within the body of your message. You highlight the relevant text, enter a link, and then that text within the body of your message is clickable to the recipient of the bottle. You can also upload an image from a certain location simply by entering the URL. You can even just copy paste an image like that. Okay, so there is your image. You can embed a video. Okay, you can use the various video sites like YouTube, Vimeo, TED, etc. Generate the embed code, paste it in here, click OK, and your video will be embedded within the message. Now, the other thing you can do is also add an attachment. Okay, so clicking on that would, open up your local client operating system, would allow you to choose a file locally from your computer and attach it to your message. Now, what we've done so far is define the contents of the message. The next stage is to allow you as the bottle sender to define the criteria, the parameters of your potential recipients of the bottle. Okay, so everything that's between the tag topic all the way down to send, all these parameters, and in fact parameters that you as the bottle sender will define in terms of your potential recipients. So the first thing you do is you click on the tag topic from where you choose the subject that best defines the contents of your message. For example, I can select music. Okay. Obviously, what this means is that only people on the system that have selected music as an area of interest are potential recipients of your bottle. You will next select the age range of your potential recipients. If you're over the age of 18, you cannot send your message to anybody under the age of 18. Okay, so you play around with your age range and you select it, and you can then define the gender, whether you want it to reach males, females, or both. Okay. Your next definition would be of the destination country or countries which you want your bottle to reach. If you click on the drop down, what's going to happen is the system will tip you on where the largest target audience space is as per the parameters that you've previously selected. Okay. You may choose to ignore that information, or you may choose to use it in your country selection. Totally up to you. In any case, you'll click on the drop down and select the countries which you want your bottle to reach. okay, as I've done in this example. You'll notice that here on the right-hand side, there's a little checkbox which says send to all applicable countries. This, in fact, allows the system to do the work for you in terms of country selection. In other words, if you click on that, it will simply send the bottle to all the countries that have people that answer to the above criteria reside in it, okay? And if I uncheck that, I'm back to the countries that are manually selected. You then have the number of actual recipients receiving your bottle. This bit is important to understand. This is where you select the actual number of recipients from the total number of people that match the criteria. So, for example, there may be 26,572 people that match the criteria, but it is here that you will choose how many of these people will actually receive your bottle. So you can select anywhere from 1 to a maximum of 100 people, and the system will randomly select that number for you. So I, for example, can select that I want 48 recipients to this particular bottle, and the system will randomly select 48 people out of the total number of people that match the above criteria. Now you'll also notice that here there is a checkbox that reads send to all appropriate users. This is actually an admin option which you won't see on your system, so you can ignore that. What you will have to pay attention to though is this little checkbox here which reads exclude friends. Now what this means is that if you wish to send your bottle and specifically have it not reach people on your friends list, or in other words, people with whom you have communicated in the past, this is how you would do it. You would check this checkbox and your bottle will only reach people whom are at this moment in time strangers to you, okay? And you will then hit the word send and your bottle will get sent out. Now I'm not going to send it right now because I don't want to spam the network. But what will happen once you click on send is that you will be redirected to the sent bottles page, which you can see right now in front of you. And this page actually displays all the bottles that you've sent so far, okay? It will present them by a bottle title. And on the right-hand side, it will give you the statistics, which will allow you at a glance to see how successful that bottle has been. When I say successful, I mean out of the total number of people that the bottle was sent to, how many have read the message and how many have responded, okay? It also allows you, if you wish to do so, to resend a particular bottle. If we take this one, for example, if you click on the bottle title and go into the bottle itself, you still see the statistics on the right and you have the option to resend the bottle. So if you click on that, the system will load the original message contents into your message editor. It will also load the original parameters that you have set when you sent it previously, and you're now free to go about changing those parameters as you see fit in order to resend your bottle, as I'm doing now. Okay, I'm changing the parameters to resend the bottle. Again, I'm not actually going to do that in the interest of not producing spam, but just wanted to show you that this was in fact possible. Now, as somebody who's registered on the system, you're also potentially a recipient of other people's bottles. In other words, you'll be receiving bottles regularly from other people that have sent bottles out, provided you match the criteria and provided you've been randomly selected by the system. These bottles that you receive will all show up on the received bottles page, which is this one. Okay. These are all bottles that other people have created and sent that you as a recipient have received. When you receive a bottle, clicking on the bottle title will take you into the bottle itself. If it's of no interest to you, you can choose to throw it back in the ocean by clicking this button, or you can choose to respond to the sender of the bottle. Click on reply, and that would be your response to that bottle. Okay? Any incoming responses, whether somebody has responded to one of the bottles that you sent out, or whether as part of an ongoing communication thread between yourself and somebody else, will appear in the responses section right there. If you click on that, you'll see all the responses associated with the original bottle title, and you can go into that particular communication thread by clicking on the bottle title, and then you'll have the communication thread displayed in front of you. Okay, and of course you can further reply and further develop that communication thread. An important point to understand and appreciate is the fact that the system maintains anonymity as far as the identity of the senders of bottles is concerned. For example, as you can see here, unless instructed otherwise, the sender of these bottles appears as an unexposed user. All the receiver can tell is the age and gender of the sender. It is only when you start communicating with somebody in the form of a communication thread that you can send out what's called an exposure request. An exposure request is something that you will send out to somebody with whom you no longer wish to be anonymous with and have your profiles mutually exposed to one another. So details that are currently unavailable, including, for example, profile pictures, will become visible and available for you to access, and you will also become each other's friends and will be on each other's friends list. The marked functionality allows you to mark items which you consider to be of high importance, and thereby allow you to come back to them at a later date and quickly find them. So if, for example, I want to mark an item, I would check the checkbox next to it, and then go to my action drop-down and click on mark. And when I do that, that item then becomes marked with an orange star and is stored in the marked section, so I can then easily find it later. Here it is. Messages refers to any messages, any personal messages sent between friends. Any of those would show up here. Online refers to all the user's online friends. Clicking on it would display the friends that are currently online. And updates refers to any system admin updates to its users. The system also provides a wide range of statistical information, ranging from general user trends that show the most popular tagging topics, where the majority of users are registered, and the division of gender amongst users. It also shows you personal trends. Personal trends refer specifically to bottles that you have sent out or to ones that you have received. Okay, so those are the two options there. And you can also look at your friends. In other words, from the list of friends that you have, it gives you the statistics on that. The age ranges, the gender, countries of origin.